Hello again. So back today to have a think about how we work our arms correctly. And very specifically, this is going to come back to the tension that we tend to hold. So in our day-to-day, whether we're on a phone or a keyboard or driving, even doing the washing up, everything tends to be here and we tend to hold tension. Add to that, if you're feeling a bit stressed, then you're going to do it more so. On top of that, if we then do what a lot of us do in the gym, if you're on the shoulder press, for example, you've perhaps got your dumbbells here, shift your arms up and the shoulders go up with it, whether it's a dumbbell or whether it's just moving the arms in yoga and Pilates, something much more, something much calmer, we often find those shoulders heaving up with us, hiking the shoulders up. That's what we want to avoid. Now, if we're thinking about it in terms of dumbbells, a simple shoulder press, what I ask my clients to do is to find a way to feel that the dumbbell, the weight of the dumbbell is helping them to sense this. Let me just show you what I mean. Just going to grab a dumbbell here, it's just a light one. If I put my arm here, what I'm sensing is the dumbbell, I'm feeling the weight of it in my hand, just sort of weighing me down a little bit. Really give into that, feel that sinking down and feel that that weight is helping you to sense that the shoulders are down. That's helping you to sort of release the shoulders down. And then you want to hold on to that, this is where it gets tougher, as you raise the arm above the head. So as you go into that shoulder press, much as your arm is going up, the shoulder is still staying down. What we tend to see is the opposite. The shoulders go up with the weight. Here, which is not the best thing, you're going to create more tension up here, and it means you're not working these lower back muscles, which are hugely important. Okay, so let's just have a think about that. Your shoulders can go up, they can come down, they can come round, they can squeeze to the back. They've got lots of movement. When I say shoulder, I don't really mean this rounded bit. I really mean the shoulder blade, this triangle of bone, the scapula. If you look at me as I move my arms around, you can see, I hope, just how much movement there is there. Up, down, squeeze, round, and they actually rotate on my back as I take my arms up and down. Now there's two things going on here. One is that because we tend to be very frontal in almost everything we do, our arms don't actually move around enough. Therefore, our back here, those shoulder blades can get very set, and that in itself is going to create tension in the muscles. Instead of that, we want to use it or lose it. We want to use the movements, the full movements of our hands and our shoulders so that we can keep those muscles mobile and stop that excess tension. So my suggestion would be that you shoulder roll anytime. You can do this at your desk, you can do it while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, it really doesn't matter. Forwards and backwards, and again you're feeling the degree of movement in those shoulder blades, how much you can create that movement. Then start moving the arms in any other way you feel like. If you've got a little bit of stiffness, a little bit of soreness, you're going to do this with the arms, elbows bent first of all. Don't go straight into those big movements. But if you're quite comfortable with the movement within your arm socket, make it bigger. And again, focus on what's going on here. So you're actually just getting those muscles warmed up, getting those little elastic bands, think of them as elastic bands radiating across your back, just getting them moving. Once you've done that, we're going to look at how to actually activate these muscles down here, which are responsible for keeping the shoulder blades down. So the first thing I want you to do is bring the arms into this position here, and I want you to imagine a sponge underneath the armpit. You're going to squeeze the arms down as if you're squeezing the water out of that sponge. You go again, squeeze down to squeeze the water out of the sponge. And one more time, squeezing down. And as you're sensing that squeeze, you'll feel it in the shoulder blades themselves. So if you watch my back, those shoulder blades are squeezing down. I hope you can see I'm squeezing down, 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 squeezing the shoulder blades themselves down my back. Now you can start here, and this time you can actually shrug the shoulders up, shrug them down, and then keep going on down here. Then the aim is, as you take the arms back up, to leave the shoulder blades down where they were. Squeeze down, feel those shoulder blades sliding down, keep them down there as you then draw them back up. Now we can up this a little bit by using a resistance band. So if I just grab a band from here, your choice, I would start with a light band if you're just getting used to this. If you're used to your lat pull downs and what have you, go for a stronger band. But this is still important. Don't just think, don't need this, I'll do a lat pull down. I bet you on that lat pull down, you're letting your shoulders have a dance all over the place. So here we are with our resistance band, feet hip width apart. First and foremost, draw those abs into the spine to stabilise. We don't want the back going all over the place. Wide grip at the top of the band, drawing down and come up. So start that way. I'm just about shoulder width, even a little bit more, and I'm just going to squeeze down without any particular tension in the band, just to sense the movement as we did before. Now to utilise the tension more, we're going to come into a tighter grip, and this time I'm going to pull the band outwards first and then squeeze my elbows in and up. Draw outwards on that band, pull down, pull down, pull down, and then you can squeeze those elbows in a little bit more at the end. Up you go, pull the band outwards, draw the arms down, squeeze the shoulder blades down as well. Once again, you should be really feeling that in this back area. You can up this a bit more down on the floor if you lie prone, so you're lying on your tummy. Once again, we're activating those abdominal muscles here. So I've got a marble underneath my belly button, which I'm squeezing my belly button in to make room for that marble. And I'm going to take the band above my head and draw just off the floor to do that same movement. Now this is much tougher. You can see there's much more going on because I'm coming up off the floor. It's not as easy. So do not start off with that exercise. You want to build into it. You want to start with those first exercises I've suggested. You can do this against the wall as well. If you stand against the wall doing the basic movement, you'll get a much better sense of what's going on with those shoulder blades. And then if you are into shifting your heavy weights, you'll find that once you grab those dumbbells, get on the chest press, shoulder press, whatever else it may be, you can sense these shoulder blades sliding down the back and staying down as you shift the weights upwards. It's going to get rid of that thick neck look or overdeveloped shoulders and give you the lovely shape that you want up here. But more importantly than that, it's going to avoid injury. It's going to avoid any excess tension up here, which is certainly something that I believe we all want to get away from. Hope this has been helpful. As always, pop a comment in if there's anything more you'd like to know. See you on the next one.